Hey guys, Brando here. So I wanted to talk about kind of an extension of the hero's journey and kind of watching these videos over, realizing some important points that, if you're young and trying to go travel, and sure, it's definitely something that can shape you into becoming a man and, facing uncertainty and your fears. There's a big element to that. But the intentions is also important, and thinking back to my early 20s, there was definitely a major component of just wanting free-wielding fun and, just living in paradise all the time. I watched a video yesterday about Jack Sparrow, who's basically the careless adventurer archetype, and he's basically the opposite of the king. And there's, tyrannical kings, there's benevolent kings, but basically a king has ultimate responsibility, and as great as being at the top is, it's also very demanding and difficult to support, a whole city, and basically everyone relies on you. So as a traveler, you kind of become this wandering free spirit. You have no responsibility, no accountability really from friends and family. And that was definitely attractive after working in corporate finance. But I think that was like the one kind of issue with my 20s, is that it was very much about avoiding responsibility. And now, I've been through a lot of issues with businesses and random kind of things happening, and I'm just very even-keeled. So it's funny how things kind of swing. The pendulum comes back and saves you in the end, because I definitely feel like I'm capable of, taking on any responsibility at this point, and I really dig into the difficult times, because I know that those are the things that are going to create the life that I want for myself and those around me. But when I was traveling from, being on my bike trip to living in Bangkok as an actor, just partying all the time and, basically having nothing to really anchor me or ground me, it was definitely, I think, unhealthy in some regards, but also a great life experience. So you can always chalk it up to life experience. But basically, there's in the Oedipus, the Odyssey, the Odyssey. In the Odyssey, there's a story about the lotus eaters, and basically their ship gets wrecked and they end up on an island full of lotus eaters, lotus being this flower that basically makes them feel amazing in this fantasy world all the time. And 30 years go by and the crew is still there eating lotuses and accomplishing nothing, just sitting there basically taking this drug. So recently, getting off of all drugs like weed and alcohol, basically just doing an ultimate dopamine cleanse, I'm realizing that the lotus isn't actually worth it, that you can actually get dopamine from doing stuff that is healthy and improves your life. I really get dopamine from working out and working and sending that email and finishing stuff that I started. So there is a risk of that, and definitely an existential crisis while traveling, because you get to a point where you really are just way too free, and freedom is healthy in moderation, like everything, and you just have to be aware of that. Basically, Jack Sparrow is the freewheeling adventurer with no responsibility, and he's kind of the opposite of a king, who is basically the top of a society that requires a lot of responsibility and is a lot harder to be. So I would say be a king over a pirate and continue to grow and help those around you. So love you guys, have a good day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. See ya.